me, this one's going to go big.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's going to be something of a first for this video in that we're covering a club machine, the one that you can see in front of you here, which is Super Blackjack Club. This is a Barcrest club machine, 20p play, £200 jackpot from 1993, 1994, something like that. And the reason that this video has come about is I was contacted over at Desert Island Fruits recently by Mort, a long-standing member of the fruit machine emulation community. He's been around basically since day one, who was asking if I still had a copy of the old CMA golden pages, the CMA golden members list that you could sign up to. These pages here, I've talked about them before, you can see here. I save these things out, as I'm quite an archivist when it comes to things like this. Save this back out, look at that, last updated 25th of September 2002. What you did, it was the Club Machine Association. You could pay, it wasn't that much, like 45 quid or 65 quid. It was certainly under £100. And what you would do, you would pay for access to allegedly a load of top drawer fruit machine information, which turned out not to be any such thing. Once you paid your money and joined, as I did, the information that was given away, it always tended to fall into the category of this used to work and there's been a rechip and this might not happen anymore. You probably won't find any of these. It kind of makes sense in a way, insofar as, knowing what we know now, that there was genuinely people making thousands and thousands of pounds from club machines and AWPs back in the day. You're not going to give the good stuff away for less than 100 quid. So I was fairly underwhelmed when I joined the CMA back in the day. What was far more useful was the email contacts behind the scenes that I found, where I got my first sort of genuine methods. But in here is still some historical stuff. And one of those is this entry here for Super Blackjack Club, the machine that you can see there, as I say, by Barcrest, which says this is simply one of the best machines ever made. By checking the basics mentioned earlier, you should not have any problems. There are many simple ways of getting the gamble up. And if you can, by all means, just pause the video there and take a look for yourself. But in essence, the way to get the jackpot out of this machine is not to try and gamble out the ladder. If we just bring the machine back, it's not to try and gamble up all the way to the 200 quid there, because it will hold on to that for a long time. The way to get it out is to get a win and then double, and then you do a times 1.5 gamble. If you look there, see this gamble here down the bottom right hand corner of the panel. So you use the doubles to get to a certain point, and then you use times 1.5. Then you can do a final times 1.5 on the last little bit of it, and that will then get you a £200 jackpot. It's not a free win, it's not an empty or anything like that. The machine certainly knows what it's doing. You can only do it once in a session, put it that way. But it is a way to get the gamble out about as early as the machine will be prepared to give it, is the best way to put it. The note here is that even back when this sort of bulletin was issued to the CMA, the note here was there are several versions of Super Blackjack around. The most common and the earliest version is 2.0, and the above method will work very well. I am aware of 3 versions after this, 3.0, 3.1 and 3.2. On these you will find that the times 2 gamble is not effective when you get to £64, 102 and 96. So they're offering alternative routes to get in. Now, the interesting thing is here that this layout was released by Pook. There's a really nice, that's the DX that we're looking at here, by the way. This is a Pook DX, but it was released with these ROMs here. 3.1, which you can see are being explicitly referenced here in this CMA guide, saying that the method that the gamble sort of progression there that they talk about does not work. So the thing about this video is we now have these ROMs here, the version 2.0 ROMs. And like I said, the way this has come about is Mort messaged me over at Desert Island Fruits asking if I still had the CMA guides, which I sent over to him. He digested a few of them, and his, shall we say, poison of choice, if you can put it like that, was club machines back in the day, whereas I was far more of an AWP player. And what he's been doing is having a play around where he's got these earlier ROMs, he's been getting them loaded into the layouts, having a go with the machines and sort of cross-referencing them back with these old CMA guides. So basically what we've got going on here, this is the Pook DX, but instead of running those ROMs there, the 3.1 ROMs, where that gamble thing doesn't really work, we've now got them running. Mortar's got the version 2.0 ROMs. So what we're going to do in this video is try and get a gamble out as per the CMA guide. Now, Mort did post this over at Desert Island Fruits. The ROMs are there, a little bit of information about the machine. But obviously, that by itself, if you're not comfortable with messing around in the emulator, loading in different ROMs, modifying the GAM file and all that kind of thing, what we've done here is between us, we put together a kind of new layout. Well, I'll say no, it's the same layout, but a very different configuration. I'll go through what's been changed on this. And what I will do, of course, because it's not about, oh, I've got all this secret stuff that you haven't got. Of course, I will be uploading this layout with the ROMs and the configuration that we've got to the RAM plus GAM file area at Desert Island Fruits, so you can all have a go with this yourself. And just for completeness, it's this. I will put a link in the video description, but it's this area here over at Desert Island Fruits, layout RAM plus GAM files. But what I will do, as I always do with these, is I will upload the whole layout with the ROMs already loaded in, all the correct dip switch configuration and all that kind of thing. So you don't have to worry about it too much if you're not too comfortable messing around with the sort of gubbin, the internal gubbins of the emulator. The whole layout will go up there in this configuration, running these ROMs and with the tweaks that Mort has made to it, and we've kind of agreed between us ourselves the way to try and get this machine out to a jackpot. And I will say straight out of the gate that this bastard has taken some serious graft in, well, I say graft, autoplay has done the graft, I haven't had to do it. This is, if there was ever a absolute textbook example of why autoplay is a blessing, it is this machine. Now, I've got a copy of it loaded in here. This is literally just had a RAM clear on it, which is why you can see 2 empty cash pots here. So this is, if you just bought this machine from Barcrest back in 93, 94, you got it out to your club, plugged it in for the first time, this is what you would have. So what we're going to sort of emulate here is the very first pound going into this machine from a factory reset, a brand new machine, clear from the factory. We'll put a pound in, and just watch these cash pots here. And you can see there, the very first credit, it seeds the cash pot, the main cash pot, to 60 quid, and the reserve is on 0. So we'll just play the credits there. So that's basically how the machine starts. It sticks 60 quid into the cash pot and the reserve is empty. And what I set about doing was getting this machine to 2 full cash pots, so that we both had a main cash pot and a reserve cash pot of £200. So we'll have a little quiz here. How much money do you think autoplay had to lump through this machine? That's money in to get that cash pot there to 200 quid and that cash pot there to 200 quid. Have a little think about it. It's 20p play. It's a £200 jackpot. The cash pots can fill up to 200 quid, and we've set it to the maximum percentage payout, which is 88%. These ROMs can run from anything from 72% to 88%. We've got them set to 88%. How much money do you think it needed through it to max both of those cash pots out? Have a little think about it. I'll give you the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, there is your answer, folks. Look, this is a separate copy of the layout where I've very carefully preserved this so that I didn't want this to get corrupted or lost, because look at that figure there. It took, and I deliberately stopped it here, by the way, just shy of the reserve filling up. It took £6,591 to get the main cash pot up to 200 quid and the reserve to 198. So the reserve isn't still quite there yet. If you'd have asked me that same question, I would have said, well, I don't know, £2,000, £1,500, £2,500, something like that, maybe. I would have never guessed in a million years that to fill, well, nearly fill both of these cash pots up would take over £6,500. And I can promise you as well, because I have keeping an eye on it, this took well over, it was about 84 hours, 85 hours that I had autoplay lumping around at this. And I was keeping an eye on it. I mean, obviously I'd have to go to bed and stuff like that, but I would cast my eye down on the progression of these cash pots. It definitely didn't pay a cash pot out and then start again. This has taken 6,591 quid to get the cash pots to the state that you can see there. So it's a huge amount of money to get these cash pots filled up, but they should be, the idea with these cash pots is that when they go, they are free wins. However, on the subject of the cash pots, there's something interesting going on there too, because what we also have is the original manual, the original Barcrest manual, and we'll just look at the date on this, by the way. Can you see there? Issue 1, 11th of January 1994, and we've got the original kind of operator's manual for this thing. You can see there the various prices of play and jackpot awards. It's a very low-tech manual, this thing, isn't it? And what you will also see here, by the way, is that the percentage on this thing is, it's by a default of 72%, but you can put it all the way up to 88% with the dip switches. And indeed, you can see it there. The machine is normally switchable over the range of 72% to 88% by using the option switches on bank 1. With this version, the machine is locked at 72% and will not respond to any changes in the switches. So there's a locked 72% version. There's also, look at, and you may know about these things if you were around in the day that they had these horrible fucking ferry versions. Look at this. The machine is normally switchable over the range 72% to 88% by using the option switches on bank 1. With this version, the machine's base percentage is reduced to 65%. This is only intended for use on ferries operating outside UK territorial waters. 65% RTP. Like I say, I did know already that these really low RTP ferry versions were a thing, but there you can see it in black and white. You can get a version of this machine that runs at a 65% RTP. What a fucking horror show. You can also fanny about with the cash pots as well. Now, it does look like this is only supposed to be after a program change, when a new ROM chip is put in. You can see there, for security reasons, I'll highlight that bit there. For security reasons, this process can only be carried out immediately after a change of the program, or if any games are played on the machine, the opportunity to set the pots will be lost. But you can actually manually manipulate the cash pots as well if you go to the back end. So these operator manuals are truly fascinating things. This whole thing here, don't worry, if you're really interested in this, and I was fascinated to read through it, don't worry, you don't have to scan through it now or pause the video. It will be included with the layout that I upload to Desert Island Fruit. So all of this stuff will be in there, the details about the ROMs, all that kind of thing. It will all be in the file that's uploaded to Desert Island Fruit, so that we've all got the same thing, the same machine to play and the same resources to look at. None of this is about keeping anything secret. It's just about sharing as much as possible with the Fruit Machine emulation community, so we can all have this really kind of deep dive if we want to. Now, the one problem usually with club machines, and this is why I've not really done videos on them, and why I was really glad that Mort got in touch with me, is it's very, very unusual for me to have any kind of connection to a club machine. However, Super Blackjack Club here is a machine not only that I remember very clearly, but it's one of the few club machines that I've actually played as well. Now, I'll link to this video in the description of this one, Fruit Machine Emulation Memories the first time. Super Blackjack Club was the machine, and that is the original classic layout. I'm not going to go over all this again. The best thing to do is, if you're interested in this bit, just go back and watch this video. Crikey, over 2 years ago now, where I do talk about this machine, because this was the machine where the penny dropped for me that Fruit Machine emulation was a real thing, because Super Blackjack Club was in the demonstration version of the emulator that Wizard distributed way back in the early, 2001, wasn't it? So it was but I think it was the absolute first machine that I played emulated in demonstration form in the credit limited version of the emulator. And the reason it clicked with me was because I remembered it from a snooker club that I worked at in sort of 1994, 1990, I think it was, 94, 95. Was I still there in 95? Maybe not, but certainly in 94. And that snooker club that I worked at had Super Blackjack Club. And because I was obsessed with fruit machines at the time, pub fruit machines, I would watch this thing from behind the bar. We weren't allowed to play them, so there was no sharking going on. I mean, they had super strict rules that the staff could not play the machines, but I was fascinated with watching this thing from behind the bar. I learned all the samples and all the features and everything like that. So it's slightly strange for me, and that it's a club machine that I do have many clear memories of, and also a club machine that I have played as well, because this thing was on the ferry, one of the ferries that went to and from the Isle of Man in the mid-1990s. And it was on this boat here. The internet's a marvellous thing. The King Orry, that was in service in doing the Isle of Man to the UK run in the late 80s and the 90s. And that boat there, what they had a number of club machines on that boat, including Super Blackjack Club. And I do very clearly remember coming over to the Isle of Man once, and it was definitely when I was coming here, because as usual I was skint, or very nearly skint, because I was a full-bore addict of pub fruit machines, or arcade fruit machines, the AWPs at the time. And they had one of these on the boat, and I put a few quid into it, and I very clearly remember this. Now, obviously, this was before there was any kind of this. I had no idea this was way ahead of any of this stuff existing or being known to me. And it actually gave me nudges for the double bars. It just gave me a press G for George. I think it was 3 or 4 nudges to nudge in 100 quid. And this was at a time when the pub jackpot was £8. You can actually see in the guide here that they talk about this. So you can see here, this machine likes flash holds. These are wins after losing nudges. When a hold is offered, do not hold anything. Just press start, and a win corresponding to the win line will roll in. You will get a feature if you have 2 or more aces on the win line. If you have ever played an £8 machine, you will understand all this anyway. So to give you a frame of reference, this was when the jackpot in the UK was £8 tokens, £4 cash. It was always cash only on the Isle of Man, but the jackpot was £8 cash, and I got a straight £100 on that on my way to the Isle of Man. And I'm going to say it was 94, 95, maybe early 96 at a push, but I got £100. I was beside myself with joy. Can you imagine dropping £100 in cash out of a club machine? I was on, of course, my way here to see Mrs. Degsy, and this thing spat, Super Blackjack Club on that boat, spat £100 out at me. Now, knowing what I know now, that means the machine is super ready. And even if I'd have gone for a ×2 gamble and won, it would have been the jackpot. If I'd have gone for a ×2 gamble and lost, who cares? It's going to come back because the machine is clearly ready. I didn't know any of that, so I just kind of pretty much shit myself and collected that £100 as fast as you can possibly imagine and trousered the whole lot. So with that said, let's play the machine itself and see if we can get a jackpot out of it. We're going to try the method that is outlined here. We're going to try and start at 2 quid. So the way you do it is you double. You go 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 132, and then at 132 you go times 1.5. At that point it banks the vast majority of it, and then you can do a final 1.5 times gamble on the last little bit left over, and that is your £200 jackpot. Now the one thing, and if anyone out here knows this who's watching this video, how do you get the cash pot on this? Because this guide here suggests very, very clearly that the cash pot is indeed a free win. And Christ almighty, the amount of time it's taken to build it up, over £6,500, it fucking well should be a free win. But if anyone knows how to get that cash pot out, please do say so in the comments and I'll revisit this one. There's a suggestion that it might just drop in. You can climb it out. When the machine gets happy enough, you can climb it out. But it looks to me as if you climb it out on the ladder there, it doesn't necessarily remain as a free win and can knock the machine back. So this was a pretty famous machine back in the day, and that was partly why Barcrest rechipped it, because was the method to gamble it out to the 200 quid became very well known and was very popular among players. Hence that was rechipped there. Even though this is not an emptier in any way, shape or form, Barcrest still felt the need to issue a new ROM revision that stopped this gamble method working as effectively as it did. But I'm a little bit unclear, and Mort didn't know either, how to get the cash pot out as a free win, because in the perfect world scenario, you would get a cash pot and a jackpot close together for 400 quid out. Oh, and just one final note before we go in. There's this small option here. Sorry, let me just highlight that a little bit less shittily than that. Bank 2 on the dip switches. Pot increase seed enable. Selecting this option increases the seed chances of the cash pot and reserve pot. Now, if we just go back to the emulator, that's the option there. Dip switch 2, which we've got turned off, because if you turn that one on, the cash pots fill ridiculously quickly. I mean stupidly quickly, to the point that I would say they actually become fake cash pots. They fill up within, God, you only need to put like £300, £400, £500 through and both cash pots will be completely maxed out. If you uncheck it, the option that you can see there, it's that cash pot seed enable. This now feels to me like a more honest reflection of the cash pot filling up and being a free win. And on that note, the other thing that myself and Mort have done between us here to get this machine in the state it is, we've turned dual stake off. As released by Pook, this is in dual stake configuration, which is 10p, 20p play. But when it's in dual stake configuration, the cash pots actually max out at 100 quid and then become £100 plus repeat chance on 20p play. By turning off dual stake, this is 20p only, that allows both cash pots then to fill up to £200, as you can see there. The main cash pot 200 quid and the reserve is very, very close. So on that note, let's actually fucking play the thing. So in essence, what we're basically looking for here, can you see there, the fourth feature up is grapes. You can gamble out on that. You can also do from super nudges. You can gamble out on that. Everything between super nudges all the way to the top, you don't want to collect, as they will basically become just wins that will knock the machine back. So we'll put a fiver in. There we are. We'll go to short-term stats. So you see there, we put a fiver in. So what we are basically looking for here, and we can cheat a little bit. So we'll do G for George, and that'll give us the feature. And it will start holding, so it will start holding after nudges for, oh, that's a shit card, isn't it? Okay, it will hold for nudges for just about anything when it's happy enough, and this should be happy because it's got a substantial drift in its favour. So at this point, we can just collect the grapes and go for this gamble. So let's just see. It might make. I've done a couple of test runs at this. Sometimes it's an absolute twat about it, and sometimes it'll do it quite easy. So we've won. Let's go for red, and we have lost there. So what we are going to try and do is gamble up, or we're going to double up rather. So that's a feature again. So we're going to double up on a £2 win. What I'll try and do and just see if we can gamble. Oh, shit card that is. No, let's just go to long-term stats, by the way, just to give you an idea, folks. Can you see what this thing is running at? We've got this set to 88%. It's 20% adrift. And it's got, can you see there? It's got £1,284 in the bank, as it were. That's how much it needs to kick back. But you can see the way it's just mugging us off on the gambles there. You'd think that this machine would be desperately trying to lob money at you, but it can still make it surprisingly hard work. So we'll have... Oh. It's got a nice little sample package, this. We'll have a little listen to the funky music. I swear every sample on this machine is burned into my brain from the hours and hundreds and hundreds of hours that I worked behind the bar in that snooker club. And the machine was fairly close to the bar. It had a little bit of volume on it, and it got a lot of play. So every single sample on this I know inside out. They're all, like I say, just burned into my brain. Ooh, shall we carry on? That's it. Go on then. Let's just see if we can... Oh, fuck off! This is a machine that owes us £1,284. And it's like it just decided... Oh, you could try and gamble it out on the cherry, but we'll just collect the 40p there because the £2... Oh, that's the other thing it loves to do, by the way. Is just spinning in those fucking cherries. Now, you can try and gamble it out on the cherry, in fairness. I think that's what players would actually do, but it's a little bit awkward with the doubling and the times 2. So we'll start as our baseline. This is, by the way, this is why autoplay took a long time to do this, because I had to be really careful with the autoplay settings, because it had to be done in a measured way so that it could cope with these cherries spinning in all the time. I wanted it to collect stuff. I wanted it to have a little bit of a gamble and that. See there, just spinning in wins all the time. So I'm hoping now that it won't make a complete liar of me and should not be a million miles off from that. We could go on. 3 holds do work on this part. Oh, there you go, another cherry. In fact, let's just go for times 12 there, because it'll give if we lose. Oh no, didn't give us the hold. Oh, there's another one. So I mean, what you can do on a simple cherry is you can start with the times 12, and sometimes it will hit it, and that will give you a decent start on the gamble. And thinking back to when this was in that snooker club where I worked, I thought the people who were playing it were crazy. Like they'd climb. They were clearly, that's the thing, there were clearly people who were playing it in that snooker club who knew what they were doing. And I do remember them targeting. They would target super nudges or the grapes, and then they would just gamble. I thought it was incredibly reckless that they would just gamble up through all those features here and never collect anything. But of course, it turns out that is the right thing to do, is if you're trying to... Because these things here, they all seem to me to be capped at about 50 quid. The block seems to be between high-low note climb even, and the 4 single bars there, which is 50 quid. That's where the block seems to be. So we've got 2 quid that's just dropped straight in there. Okay, so we need to double again. And again. Come on. Oh, see what I mean? Just because this machine is ready to pay, it does not mean it will make it easy work. So yeah, thinking back, I had no idea that there was a way that you could play club machines, and there was I can still remember their faces. The guys coming in who knew how to play these things, and nobody minded. I mean, the machines there, they made a lot of money. They really did. And there's no, there were some people who were members there. That was the other thing. You couldn't just walk in off the street to these clubs. To be able to get access to these machines, you had to be a member at the club. And there were people there who basically were members of the club so that they could play the machines. And thinking back now, it kind of makes sense why they only came in once every couple of weeks, some of them, something like that. And here we are, so we've got another feature. Oh, snap. Now, part of me always used to think you should, if it gives you a snap, you should go the other way. Like that. It works sometimes. And, oh, not on that, though. We're not going to go the other way. We're going to go lower again. There's no way that's going to... Shall we just see how far we can get with the gambling? Come on. Oh, see, the snap. I don't think it's an actual system in any by any stretch of the imagination, but when I was watching this from the bar, there was part of me always thought that if it gives you a snap, you should go the opposite way on the next gamble. Right then, okay, so we've got... Let's start off with that then. And then let's double up. Is that right? Let's do it like that. Oh, all we want to do here is land a big gamble to get us up to that 200 quid. Well, this is a machine there. That's a super start. Let's see where that puts us. This is a machine with a ridiculous drift in its favour. And it... Oh, shit number again. Fuck off. You'd think they'd just auto-correct and drop a jackpot in or something like that, but they don't seem to. You can see there, by the way, the reserve cash pot. Oh, fucking hell. Look, we'll go for a times 12 on that. See if it'll let us win a times 12. Oh, times 6 would have done it there. So we may actually see that cash pot fill up in real time. But, oh, thank the Lord for autoplay. This video would never have happened without autoplay. I had a little bit of back and forth with Mort because on the original settings that he sent over, I was like, I'm no club machine aficionado, but these cash pots are filling up too quick. This is not right. And he went back to that manual and said, you know what, try this dip, uncheck that dip switch, go for the slow cash pot fill. And that's the one that we've had now, and that's why it's taken as much money as it has. Now, super nudges, that was another one that you would take there. Super nudges. Nice music as well. Quite short samples. I mean, obviously, ROM space was at premium this time. What shall we start with? An ambitious times 3. No, you shouldn't. You should just go. I should just be going for the 2 quid win here and doubling up on that. So we'll try and focus on that. If we can get a chance to climb it out, I will do that. But 3 holds will work there. They are. I've got to say that they've never been my favourite machine clubbers. I've got limited experience with them playing. This is, like I say, one of the very rare machines that I've actually played for real. And they're so long-winded compared to AWPs. There we are. Hold all. So that'll give us a superstar. Let's see where it wants to put us. I mean, we could just click that. We could just try and double it out on that. Let's try and do that. It's kind of what we're trying to do here is just get that jackpot out. See, just lost an initial double there on a £2 win. And it wasn't having it. Shocking. Really is shocking. I mean, this is ready to go. It will let us gamble it out, but that is not to say it's going to make it easy. It makes you wonder if there's something going on with club machines. I mean, Club Tropicana is the famous one, as covered by Fishstar in his Fair Play video, that you do sometimes get the feeling that at the start of any particular win gamble sequence or anything like that, the machine has already decided behind the scenes how far it's going to let you get on that particular gamble, irrespective of how far behind percentage it is. That's certainly how this one feels. So basic feature start there. So we go lower and go higher. Oh no, well, I'm not going to go fucking lower than that. Yeah, okay. Shall we try and carry on up? Come on, let's see how... Oh, what a shit number. And this, by the way, is you don't want to be collecting these. Super nudge... Oh, go on, we'll carry on. We'll carry on. Oh, we're higher. We've got to go for it now. Lower. Oh, fuck, that's a really shit... But we don't want to be collecting that. Because it kind of caps out at 50 quid. You can see there, your best case scenario. It gives you a multiplier there And your best case scenario on 21 is 10. 10 quid times 5. So that's fucking no use to us. We don't want that. We want the fucking... Really, really frustrating. And then it just spins a fucking cherry in for 40p. They are quite... Right, okay, we'll collect that. They are quite frustrating, these club machines. So what I'm going to do now is... Well, there we are. So this will be a skill star. Where is it? It's just after the treble bar. Oh, yeah. Okay. So treble double. There we are. It might spin in the other one if it's in a good mood, but it didn't. Okay, we'll certainly go lower than that. You've got to at least get to the grapes, really. Although I think fruit match is mentioned in the CMA guide as well. In fact, shall we have a look? I think it does mention fruit match. Hang on, we've got some... Ooh, hold after nudges on treble bars, no. Oh yeah, there we are. The first is take the second feature up on the ladder, which is a simple reel match. Well, I guess I could have a go at that. I'm you know... Degsy's pretty good at skill stops, isn't he? Shall we have a... Oh, there we are. Well, that'll boost us past it anyway. Oh. Let's have a go on 2 quid. Let's see if we can double it up on 2 quid. So we're going to go double on... Absolute bastard. Oh, now that is a hold after nudges. That will work. That will give us a basic 3-ace entry. Lower, our survey said. Higher, our survey said. Oh, 2 quid again. You know, I should just fucking collect these things, shouldn't I, really? And we'll just collect the 40p. Oh, skill stops, my forte. Here we are. Come on. Really bad, wasn't it? Do apologise. Shouldn't have missed that. We'll just try and get it now. Oh, there we are. Hold all reels. Try and get it on the gamble out. Come on. Okay, not a bad start. We're lower than... Oh, you desperate, horrible thing. You do kind of wonder what it would take to get this thing back to percentage. Let's just go to the long-term meters. A drift of nearly £1,300 in its favour. Well, okay, we'll go for a speculative times 12 gamble. Oh, there we are. So 960. So I think we can... Oh, no, I meant to double that. Oh, doesn't matter. It lost anyway. I did actually mean to double that. So, okay, fine. Be an arsehole. Okay, let's have a gamble up. Snap. Oh, look, next card. So we did see what the next card was there. Oh. Shall we collect? Let's just collect fruit match, see what it gives us. Oh, oranges. It did say that you would sometimes just get oranges. 4 oranges is 2 quid. That would kind of do us, wouldn't it? Oh, we don't want cherries, though. Ooh, that's quite quick, isn't it? I can't quite see that. Where is that? Oh! Not too bad, right. So that's a bit of a weird number, though, isn't it? So... Oh, God, I'm still losing on that. Oh. I'm going to hold them. Watch that. Let's go big. Oh, no. Hold after nudges for a jackpot. It would have actually worked if it would have held. This is surprisingly hard work to get the jackpot out of this thing. Okay, here we go. So, fucking first gamble. Gotta be kidding. The cash pots have now just tipped over. Let's have a look at the long-term stats. How much did it cost? £6,624 to fill up 2 £200 cash pots on a 20p club machine set to an 88% payout. Well over £6,500. If that's a surprising figure to me, oh, just straight dropped in. Could we go for times? What shall we do there? What do you reckon? Times 3, go on. Oh! So times 2 and times 2, isn't it? Times 2 and times 2 is bang on. Come on. Yeah, that'll be it. Come on. Oh, one more. Right, we're going to go times 2. Like, see, this is where the scared me just collected the 100 quid. We're going to go times 2 on red. Come on. Oh, no, wait, I pressed the wrong fucking stupid arsehole. Sorry, that was really bad. It should still let us have this. Is that... I really, really, really fucked up there, didn't I? Sorry, I just pressed premature button pressulation there, and I ended up with 32. Fuck, it should... You know what? This has got... fuck it, I'm having a jackpot out of this thing. This should still be letting us have a jackpot. It owes us lots of money. Oh, that's where the fucking... So we'll collect that 32 quid out. But I think this should still be... I should have had it there. I went for a times 1.5 rather than a times 2. Bring it back when we've got a gamble. Okay, it just gave me a times 12 on oranges there, so... Oh, thanks for that. Okay, we've got to hold all reels for a superstar. There we are. Wow, that's a pretty big boost. So we've got to carry on gambling now anyway, because you don't want to collect any of these things. What a terrible mid-range card that is. Fuck off. Okay, 2 quid. It just shows a red there. Oh, I did it again. It keeps fucking stalling on that. 1.5 times gamble for some reason. Let's try and double up again. Nope. Right, that's a superstar. I cannot believe how hard this is making it to jackpot. You know what? On that shit fucking card there. Let's just collect it. Let's just see if we can gamble it out. So we're going to go times 2, times 2, times 2, hopefully. Taking the piss. Okay, we have got 2 quid there, but we're on a very good card. I'll carry on. It should let me just climb this fucking thing out, surely. Okay, it's giving us a little skill stoppy thing there. What are we after? We'll go after the apple. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong fucking button. Oh, I missed it. Come on. We'll do that again. Oh, no, I missed it. Sorry. What a load of pile of shit that was. I mean, I'm only a few bob down at the minute, but this is really, really, really making it hard work. 3 holds work, by the way, as well. If you can get 3 holds, that'll come in. Oh, and then it just spins in a fucking cherry like that. Right, skill stop. Can't miss that. That was awful. Anyway, got a reprieve. Right, let's get a boost up. Let's just collect the 2 quid. See if we can gamble the fucking thing out. So we'll go times 2 on black. Times 2. It doesn't really matter. I don't think we have to alternate between the colours, but we'll... There we are. We'll try... We'll go on black. And that won't work. And then it'll spin a fucking cherry in. Okay, we've got to hold for a super start there. What's just after the triple bar? There we are. Fucking hell. Oh, I went higher by accident. Sorry. This is miserable, isn't it? I'm not helping myself with shit like that. But there we are. Hold after nudges. I'm amazed that it's just not throwing the jackpot at us at this point, though. It's so far behind percentage. Oh, there's our 2 quid. Let's just go for the doubles. So, double up on red. That went well, didn't it? So, super start there. Oh, what a mid-card. Don't you dare lose on the first gamble. This should climb all the way out, surely. This is fucking bullshit. There's gotta be jackpot ready. Come on. You absolute fucking... Right, feature gamble. This is... diabolical. Right, £2. £2. So it's going to be... Was that a red or a black? There we are. Double again. And again. Let's just get a straightforward gamble. Okay, and again. And one more. We were 2 away there. And then it just spin. This is why I never like club machines. I was always an AWP person. They are fucking so frustrating. I mean, obviously, I'm probably getting all kinds of things wrong here. I'm perfectly prepared to accept that, but they are fucking annoying as balls to play. Straightforward entry there. And lose first gamble on a feature that fucking... absolute fucking horseshit. Right, super entry. 2 full cash pots. What the fuck is that? Seriously. Okay, you can see we've got a nice little flash hold here. So it's spin for fruits and hold for feature. So if we hold, that has to give us the 4 ace entry. We could just click. I just think this should let us fucking gamble it out. Oh, I've got to collect super nudges there. That's just such a shit card. Come on then. 320. Not interested. We'll respin. £4. That's fine because £4 is just one gamble into the double, basically, isn't it? Right, so let's start doubling up. And then we'll go double on black. Bastard. Okay, let's have a little gamble up the... oh, what a shit card. It's fucking bullshit. This is absolute fucking bullshit. Oh, cherry. Thanks, George. You fucking cherry motherfucker. Right, that's a super start. Starting to get on my tits, this. Right, oh, that's a big start there. Come on. Right. Okay, so well, obviously we'll pick right down at the bottom end. Can we just climb it out? Oh dear, that's not a great card. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, what dreadful. This is where it can't be blocking. It can't possibly be blocking. Higher. Fucking piece of shit. Right, £6 win. Just held 2 single bars there and it came in. Right, £10 win. Oh no, it doesn't even matter. It keeps stalling on that ×1.5 for some reason. Right, basic feature entry. That's just... I'd be happy. I'd be completely happy here just to gamble it out on the basic £2. The £2 double, ×1.5. Because this is just horseshit. This is a machine with a drift of, like I say, it's got £1,300 of drift in its favour. And it's still playing like this. Hold after nudges. Won't even give us a hold after nudges for grapes, which is just £2. Right, there, I'll finally hit one of them fucking things. Right, okay. Okay, lower, higher. Go on, just collect £2. So what you're supposed to do, of course, is just double it up from the £2 here. So let's try that. What are you supposed to do with that? Seriously. And then it just spins in a fucking cherry again. Lower. Higher. Lower. Clay. Come on, God. I just want to get this thing. I'm determined to get this thing gambled out to the jackpot now. Okay, there we are. That's the first one. There's the second one. Let's just go black again. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. God almighty. Oh, and then just 2 fucking... Let's go for a times 12. See if it goes for that. No. Right, super start. So we've got to gamble because we've got... I mean, we could... Why is it giving a snap on a... What's the fucking point of giving a snap on that? Fucking hate club. Oh, I'm going to gamble it out. Oh, come on. Oh, no, what a dreadful card. We can't collect anything in the middle there. Fuck off. Superstar. Right, you know what? It's just... This is what's supposed to work, is this fucking gamble from 2 quid. And it has done. It's actually playing far worse now. On my test drives, it did better than this. There we are. So we'll double again. And again. We need a couple more doubles. Or not. Right, it's just dropped 2 quid straight in. So we'll... Oh, no, I did the fucking delayed times 1.5 again. Right, nice easy hold for a super start there. Okay, let's try and do it the right way. Just double up on this 2 quid. Red. And then we'll just alternate. We'll go red, black, red, black, red, black. Okay, then we'll go back to red. Okay, hold for a soup. This is getting fucking tiresome. Okay, we've got to gamble past that. Okay, we've got to... Oh, come on. I'm going to go for it. I'm fucking fed up with this now. This should gamble out. Oh, what a shit number. Well, we'll go with the odds. Ah, you fucking piece of shit. Basic feature entry. We'll go lower. Oh, we'll go lower again. Arsehole. Total arsehole. Superstar. I'm not even recording all of these now because it's just been... Shh. Oh, I'm not going to go lower than that. Well, there's super nudges. Come on. Oh, basic star. Maybe you will have more success than me if you are more disciplined. Fucking hell. But do you not think it's shocking that a machine that owes the player, this machine, it's not like it's only had like a few hundred quid through it from a factory reset. This now has had 6,000, oh that's the fucking number of the beast, 6,666 pounds through it. It's 20% adrift. It owes us 1,300 quid and it's still played like this. This is absolutely fucking shocking. I've never got on with club machines and this is kind of why I'll be quite honest with you. They're fucking unfathomable how they work with their fucking maths. And I should have... Oh, fuck off. Right, normal feature start. We'll go higher. We'll go lower. We'll collect the grapes if we get there. Right, okay. Let's just try and do it the proper way. Double up. Okay, so we know that's red. Then we're going to go for black after that. Just utter bullshit. Well, that's hold after nudges for grapes, so we'll go with that because that's what we're after. Go double on black. Okay, that's a super start. It's boosted us past, so we've got to go to at least... What the fuck is that? Right, let's see if we can get to 2 quid. There we are, we'll just collect it. We'll try and do the double thing. So we're going to... We'll start on red, double on red, double on black. I will alternate. Okay, we'll double on red again. And on... Come on. Oh, you fucking... Basic feature entry. We'll go higher than... Fucking... Okay, we're going to try and double up again. We'll start on black this time. I'm going to double on black. Or not, as the case may be. Right, easy 2 quid there. I'm losing discipline here. I'm getting so fucking annoyed with this thing now. Oh, that terrible number. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the top. Oh, that's a bad card. We'll have to go higher again. Oh no! Ah! Jesus! Right, super. Oh, let's just do it the proper way. I mean, we've had enough goes at this now. Come on, just double up. Really is making it. Was playing up for the camera as usual. Oh, come on. Right, straight £2 win. Oh, why did I see? I keep fucking up with that. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway, does it? Okay, nice easy hole for a super start there. Then, oh, boost it up one. Go for that. We'll just collect the two. I was saying we'll just collect the £2 when we get there. This is kind of bringing all my sad memories about club machines. They're such hard. Oh, fuck off! And it just keeps spinning in these cherries. Right, I just want to do it now. I'm not even going to try and gamble past, but just try and do it on the £2. This is really getting annoying now. Come on. How can it lose the first gamble on a £2 win with a drift of this owes us £1,300. I mean, I know the code on clubbers is a whole different fucking ball game, but this is just bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. Pick next card. Fuck off. Fucking right. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting a bit sweary here. This is really annoying me now. Okay, double. Come on. Double again. And again. Come on. Just fucking do it. Oh! Right, we're just going all the way here. All the way. Come on. No, we should collect super nudges there. We'll collect super nudges. That was just such a horrible number. We'll collect super nudges. £6. Go on, we'll have that. Yeah, super nudging. Thank you very much. And then we'll double up. What? I'm almost starting. Has this malfunctioned in some way? Has something gone wrong? How can it not possibly? And then let's just try times 12 on a cherry. This is making this far. Another fucking cherry. Such a frustrating machine. And no. Oh, go on, skill stop ace. Really hard work, this one. I was not, sorry, this video is going to be going on a bit. I was not expecting this to take as long as it is doing here. Fuck off. This is really getting tiresome now. We'll get super nudges at least. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna go all the way. This has got to have a climb in it. Come on. Come on. It's got to have a fucking climb in it. Oh, what a shit! You cannot possibly be blocking a gamble to £50. You cannot still be doing it. And yet it can. Okay, easy. This is stupid. This is daft. This does not make any fucking sense. How can it still be blocking a gamble to £50? Oh, that's a shit fucking card. Come on. It's got to climb out. It's got to climb out. Oh, no. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding. Look at the drift. Look at the drift. These meters are right. This owes us £1,320. How can it be losing a gamble to £50 on the high-low climb? Super start, this is. Desperate. It's absolutely desperate. I'm just going to go for it. Oh! Right, it has actually done 3 holds there for grapes. It does work. Okay, we'll try and double it out. There's got to be some way of getting some fucking money out of this thing. We'll try and double it out. Okay, 1 and again. And again, we'll alternate to red. And again. Right, we're getting there now. Come on. 1 more. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Right, we just gamble it out this time. Come on. No, we're going to go higher. We're going to go higher. Lower. Higher, all the way to the top. All the way to the top. Oh no, snap. What shall I do? We'll go higher. Oh! Oh God, I'm recording some. I'm not recording all of them. Just, oh, fucking come on. Just my, oh, Jesus, I'm getting slightly frustrated with this machine. I think it's fair to say, ever so slightly frustrated. Hold after nudges for cashpot, you fucker. Oh, this is... I am going to get a jackpot climb out of this before the end of this video. This is driving me slightly insane now and reminding me of why I'm so fucking... This is why I do not do club machines normally. Right, okay, fine, we'll bring it back. Okay, that's an easy super start. How far is it going to boost? Okay, we've got to gamble past that because we've got... The fuck? Got a super... This is starting to just take the fucking piss now. Right, we'll try and just do a straightforward double. I cannot believe that this thing is making... Oh, so that's a black card. We'll go for that. I cannot believe this is making it such hard work when it's got such a huge drift. Come on, let's just do it. Okay, we need another couple of doubles. Oh no! Right, straightforward super start there. Some piece of shit this. Fuck off. Okay, 4 quid has just dropped straight in. Oh, fucking did that stalled thing on the 1.5. I don't know why it does that. You can pick it up from there. Oh, I mean, at the risk of asking a stupid question, is this shit even legal? Let's just have a look at the stats again, the long-term stats. For clarity, this machine has had getting on for £7,000 through it now. It owes us, as the player, £1,330. It's 20% adrift. It could pay 6 jackpots. Literally, treble bars, 4 treble bars on the next 6 spins, and it would still be in positive territory. It would still be making money. I never fucking liked club machines. I always thought there was something spinning in fucking... There was always something fucking sketchy about them. But this is bullshit. I mean, this is something that I guess you would never be able to do back in the day on the real machine. And just for clarity, we have got... You see all them dip switches at the top there? Every single one of them adds 2% to the RTP. We are running on an 88% payout, and yet, after 6,700 odd pounds through it, this thing is still just fucking us off on... It should. This gamble now, I mean, it might do. This one might do it. But there is no way on earth that this gamble should do anything other than lose all the way up to the jackpot. Come on. Come on, it's got to do it now. Come on. What the fuck is that? Seriously, look at those stats, and these stats are correct. All the meters are correct on this machine. So that drift that you see there, when it spins in cherry, and we do that, and it loses. And look at that drift. I mean, as a punter, you would expect... I mean, let's just get that. How is this a reasonable machine to exist? This is how this thing was fucking coded. This is how this thing apparently is supposed to behave. I mean, if AWPs were bad enough, this is just a whole other level of horror show. I mean, I've been cutting a lot of stuff out of this video, but you can see how it's going here. Let's just get to that 2 quid again. We'll collect it again. I mean, sooner or later it is going to do it. But this machine can afford 6 of these. We're not after like 1 jackpot that it owes us. This owes us 6 jackpots. It's got to climb out now. Come on. And again. And again. Right, so 1 more. What the fuck? Absolute bullshit. This is some criminal fucking horseshit. And who was ever, if you think about it, who was ever keeping an eye on these things back in the day? Who was... Because, you know, the older, you know, to the average person, the man on the street, do you think it's reasonable that a machine should behave like this thing is doing with me here? You know, if... Let's just say, for the sake of... In fact, for the sake of argument, literally what's happened here. I, as a single punter, have put in nearly £7,000 into this machine. And, you know, let's just say, for the sake of argument, I'm some fucking eccentric millionaire. And I joined the local snooker club and they unwrapped this new machine. Oh, we've got this new machine for you, Degsy, Super Blackjack Club. We know you like to play your machines. And I fucking start lumping away at it and I get them to, oh, it's my machine now, turn it off for me at the end of the night, all that shit. And after a few days, I have put as much money as I have here, using autoplay, but imagine a real person doing this, nearly £7,000, and the management tell me, yeah, Degsy, this machine here, it pays out 88%. 88% of what you put in, you'll get back. £200 jackpot, 20p play. Look at those fucking stats there. I could put in £6,700 and only have got £4,500 back. When is it ever going to pay that £1,335 back that he owes us? How is that ever going to happen? I mean, I guess it will eventually, but this is just fucking bullshit. This is absolute horseshit. You'd say that this thing was malfunctioning if you didn't know better. This is an utter shit show. And the thing to remember, of course, and if you've been around on the fruit machine emulation scene as long as I have, you will know that people have lost years of their lives to these fucking things, chasing these things, thinking, let's face it, folks, that they weren't capable of doing shit like this, that machines weren't emptyable, that they couldn't be manipulated by players, there weren't tricks on them, they weren't bullshit coded in by corrupt developers in some cases. That, you know, you kind of thought you were playing a fair game to an extent, and it turns out that we were just fucked. We were absolutely fucked right from the start. We had no fucking chance. If we weren't at the top boy table of getting info, or we knew how these things worked, or we weren't on the inner circle, and it absolutely did happen, because there are developers of fruit machines who've gone to fucking prison for coding shit into machines and then selling the information off. The whole fucking thing has been bent right from the start. None of us had, all us poor fucking addicts, never had a fucking chance. And there you go. No, this is absolutely everything that I hate about club machines. This is just fucking horseshit through and through. I'm going to see this thing out, fucking spinning a fucking cherry. I'm going to see this thing out to a jackpot, and then... There is another one of these coming. Me and Mort have got another one ready to go, but let's go for a times 12. This is just absolutely desperate bullshit. Okay, we'll try another. Sorry, I had a proper full board rant there, didn't I? Should add this to a whole new playlist, Degsy rants, but it does make me... Whilst I do take responsibility for my actions, you know, but my addiction was my own and I have to be responsible for it, but I don't know, did any of us really realise just how, you see that fucking sticker on the machine, this machine pays out 78% or 80%, whatever it may be, and then you kind of get that disconnect between that figure and what actually happens to you, and this kind of gives more kind of weight to it, is that disconnect that you can have between what you are told in terms of the numbers and what actually happens. This is abominable what this thing is doing here. collect that out. Is it going to do a whole affirmation for a tenner? It could do. No. Right, okay, I'll bring you back. Rant over. Rant's done. Sorry about that. Oh, there. £2. Come on. I just want to get this fucking thing done now. Seriously. How can you still lose a ×2 gamble on £2? You can see the stats, folks. You can see the stats up there. On what planet can a compensated machine... Because bear in mind, you could just say if it was a random game, like an online slot, you could say, oh, well, you're just being unlucky. You've got a bad run on the 50-50s. This is a compensated machine. This is a machine that actively seeks out its target percentage. And look what it's still doing here. This is some fucking bullshit. This is some other level bullshit. Fuck off with your cherries. ×12. Yeah. Right, okay. Go on. We'll just see if we can get to that £2. Oh, God. Oh, dear. It would be comical. It would be comical in a way if it weren't so serious. I'm sure there are a few of us from the old days in fruit machine emulation that know how close to the edge our fucking addictions took us, and we were up against. I mean, club machines were never my thing, but this kind of fucking horseshit. Who would have thought? This has been a real eye-opener for me, by the way. I mean, even Mort, who has been doing, because I've been... fuck off. I've been... Not you, Mort. I've been pinging PMs back and forth with Mort over this machine, and we were kind of like... he kind of gave his prediction as to how much it would cost to fill the cash pots up, and he was, like, really quite shocked when I told him how much money it took to fill the cash pots up on this. Sorry, I just banged the mic there. There's just no standards. There's no fucking... Oh, so I fucked up there. There's no standards. There's no oversight. There's no... It really was just a whole little cesspool that did what it wanted for so many years. And it's horseshit like this that is the result. Oh, sorry, I missed that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any fucking difference, does it? Right, I just want to get this one wrapped up now. I'm cross with it. I'm annoyed with it. Okay, that won't fuck me off there, sure. Right, okay, just double up. It's got to do this double sooner or later. Come on. So we go double on red. Christ. What do you reckon? Collect the £2 and just go for it. How can this thing not gamble out? How can this thing not be prepared to gamble out? Come on. I'm just going for it. Just going for it. Fuck off. Well, we're up to £2. Let's just try and do it on £2. Do the double. Just get the actual win. Get the jackpot win out of it. And then I can walk away in disgust from what this thing is capable of doing. Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm banging the desk a bit there. Superstar. Well, it started... You know what? Fuck it. Let's just take the £2. It's boosted us straight to the Superstar on the £2, so we'll go for that. I don't even know what to say. And then it just spins in a cherry. Okay, we'll go for ×12 on the cherry. ×6 would have been good. ×12 it wasn't prepared to accept. Okay, we'll go for ×12 again. And no. Right, let's just do it the straightforward way. £2 win from a standard start. I've been saying now for best... Oh, how can you just lose that gamble? This is... I'm genuinely starting to wonder if this thing is, like, broken in some way. Is this not functioning correctly? But no, I'm sure the emulation is fine. I'm sure the emulation is correct. The problem is this fucking machine and the way it's been coded. And the way club machines were coded, the way fruit machines have been coded. Like, on a wider note, I've always said I've got a little bit of a love-hate relationship with emulated, well, with fruit machines in general. I mean, the emulator it's like putting these things in a fucking zoo, if you will, where you can observe them from a safe distance and they can't damage you. But it's shit like this that reminds me. Plus, you know, doing all the empties, you know, on the machines earlier in the channel, the Maygays in particular, all those machines that I had no clue. They had these emptiers, they had these free wins, that there were people going around just fleecing because the coding was bad and or corrupt. But this here is a real, even by my standards of thinking that all this thing, the whole fucking thing with fruit machines and club machines has been fucking horseshit all along. This, even by my standards, who's fairly hard to surprise when it comes to this sort of stuff, I am still fairly surprised by how bad this thing can play. I mean, what, and then it just does that. Every you lose a fucking gamble. Oh, here, have a cherry for 40p, and then you can lose the fucking gamble. Desperate fucking. We'll go after the. I think it's after the double bar. There we go. Can we get this? Is. It's really starting to. Get on my tits, this thing. Come on. I've got to say, honestly, this is far worse. As always with my videos, I do a couple of test runs, and it's maybe I've just had a really bad run here. It made it easier than this on my test runs, so maybe I've just come on. We need two more. One. Oh no. We were two doubles. Once you've got the doubles, it doesn't seem to miss on the 1.5. Oh, it does. That reel stop there, it stops really quick. It's quite. Oh, I can't be asked for these fucking cherries. No, fuck off. Let's just start. Okay, what's three holes on treble bars? No, not a bit of it. Superstar entry. Fuck it, we'll just collect the £2 again. All I want to do now is just actually gamble out that jackpot. Start with a red, then we'll go to black. Just don't really know what to say, to be honest. Okay, we'll hold them. It's just after the treble bar. It's probably the way to go there. Okay, right, come on. What are you going to do with that? Okay, higher. Higher again. I'll serve. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to go for it. Oh, no. Oh, well, super nudges is your last drop-off point before you should go. Oh, fuck it. How can this not have a gamble in it? What the fuck? Okay, basic £2. Let's just collect it. This is there's a lot of stuff here that I've been cut out of this video. So I know the video's going on a bit, but there's an awful lot of stuff that I've cut out here. And my Bandicam's already showing 1 hour and 21 minutes, and I've been playing for longer than that. This is some weapons grade bullshit right here. Absolute nonsense. Look at that, I'm 165 quid in now. This session there, 165 quid in. Oh, we've won a times 12. Okay, come on. Don't care how I get it at this point. So we do that, times... And then that should... Oh, is that the right way to do it? And then we should get... Oh, you know, I don't fucking care. I just want this done with now. It's just a complete nonsense. Absolute complete nonsense. I could have done those gambles better, but I think we're mostly there. And what it should do is, there we are. We've got to win a 1.5 now. There we are. That's the jackpot. Right, fucking hell. Well, easy as that, folks. Easy as that. We'll have the jackpot sequence. Fuck me. Oh, can I still gamble that 60p? It won't dare to lose on that 60p. That would be the ultimate in mean-spiritedness, wouldn't it? Come on. Oh, you know what? Right, that is it. I am done with this bastard. What a piece of shit. There you go. Well, as you can see, folks, as per the CM... Okay, I totally just knocked my mic off the table there. I'm... Oh, fucking... Right, okay. As per the CMA guide there, folks, you can see this is a really easy machine to jackpot, and it hasn't annoyed or irritated me in any way whatsoever. I'm completely chilled about the whole thing. Easiest 200 quid you'll ever make, that. Fucker. We're not even, after all of that, we're not even that much in profit. Let's just wait until it's finished. Oh, we've got 2 credits left. Let's just play those off and see where the meters end up. So the actual final stats on that session aren't too bad, in that I put 165 quid in and got 270 quid out. So I made on that session £105. So I guess as a player you'd be fairly happy with that, to win over £100 out of a machine. Well, that doesn't change the fact that its overall drift is still, we've knocked it down a little bit, but it still owes us as the player £1,155, and it's only paying out at 70.9% from a target of 88 after £6,756 through it. So what I will do is I will upload this layout to Desert Island Fruits. What I think I'll do, by the way, is actually upload it as it is here. So as I finish this video, this is what you're going to get over at Desert Island Fruits. It's this layout, both cash pots completely maxed out. We did max them out during the course of this video, and it still owes us over £1,000. I would be really genuinely interested if someone can take this thing on and get it back to percentage, get this thing to 88% payout, and let me know how you did it. I would be super interested, and I would be happy to do a follow-on video as well, because I do not see how this machine is going to correct that drift, but I have no idea with club machines. All I've really got is that old CMA guide there. But I don't see how that's going to fix this thing that still owes us £1,155. And if anyone knows how to get the cash pot out of this as well, maybe it just drops in, or there's a way to get it, please do let me know that as well. So there you go. I don't do club machines very often, if at all, and you can kind of see why. Me and Mort have got one more in the tank at least, which I'll have to prepare myself for, because this has been quite a grueling experience. Fucking club machines. Christ, I thought AWPs were bad enough, but club machines are a whole different kettle of fish. So this video's gone on far too long already, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will catch up with you next time, which may or may not be another club machine. But for now, I will say goodbye.